Good morning, YouTube! What's up, guys? Today we are doing the daily puzzle for December 3rd. Let's do it. Alright, so it is white to move, and here we can see that we are 2 pawns down, but on the other hand, we have an attack going. Now we want to be a little careful here because, we are losing. And it doesn't seem like there's a clear way to, win any piece. I mean, there are no pins or forks. I see that this king is on a black square, and I see this rook is also on a black square, and I see that there's a white bishop here, so it really doesn't attack many pieces. Notice black also has a white bishop. If it had a black squared bishop, maybe it would have been a little easier to draw with. I am not sure, but right now it seems like there's no clear attack and we are losing. So, what can we do? Right now, I mean, I can see that, there's a forced way to trade rooks. I mean, rook h8, right, forces the move rook c8, and then we can trade, right, by taking. But what will that achieve? Um, let's think about it. The king would land up on c8, right? And it would still be 2 pawns up, right? Black would still be 2 pawns up, meaning that we would lose. But I think there's a way to draw, actually. I think that what can happen is that we can, I guess, to put it simply, we can double up these pawns and then make sure that they don't promote. And there's a way of doing that, and this is a common endgame study where you have a white squared bishop and you have a pawn on the last column, right? Or the A file or the H file, one of those two files. You have a pawn, almost about to promote, but since there's a king here, you can't do much about it. Also, for the fact that this pawn, when it's going to promote on a black square. And this is a white squared bishop, so what does that mean exactly? That means that it's going to be a draw. It is a proven fact that, this is the study, this is the theory, or I don't know what you want to call it, but this is a fact. You have a pawn on the A file or H file, it doesn't matter, either one. And you have a bishop. However, this king is getting ready to be in front of the pawn that's about to promote, right? You also have a bishop, but the bishop is a different square than the color square that the pawn is promoting on. In other words, this is a white squared bishop, but the pawn is promoting on a black square on A1, right? Which means that it is going to be a draw. So, let's show you the moves. All right. Now, this is the tricky part. The tricky part of the puzzle is to make sure that these 2 pawns are doubled. How can we accomplish that? What we can do is we can slide our bishop to a6, and we don't really need a bishop. I mean, it is a draw either way, like with the bishop or without the bishop. And here we can simply get rid of that pawn. That is not needed, and this is a draw. So let me just go over it really quickly with you. So yeah, so we traded rooks, right? That's the easy part to understand. The hard part to understand is how this is a draw. So what would happen if we played bishop a6 and black captured? This would result in doubled pawns. However, this doesn't look too bad for black, right? Well, actually, black this is a draw. This is a complete draw, and there's no way for black to win this. I mean, unless white really messes up, black clearly can win. And if you'd like me to go over it till the end, I can do so. Oops. Alright. Check. No? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so here it is black to move, and really the pawn can't be pushed, right? Because that's a stalemate. Maybe we can try pushing these pawns. It really has no effect. This bishop cannot secure a win because it cannot attack the square on A1. It can only attack the square on B1. So if it goes to B1 right now, it's a stalemate. If we procrastinate a little, if black procrastinates a little, all right, you know, with the check, this still doesn't do anything because this bishop immediately has a task in getting off of this diagonal. So this is clearly a draw. There's no way to win this. As long as the white king reaches A1, it is safe and sound. Let's go over the other possibility, which is king here, takes. So now we got rid of the pawn, leaving us with the pawn on either the A file or the H file, right? So currently it's the pawn on the A file. We've gotten rid of the B file. If we hadn't gotten rid of that, yes, I'd say that black has a clear win. But now it is a forced draw. I mean, you know, all white has to do is technically just go to A1. That's all it has to do. And it can just wait there. You know, as long as white doesn't play terrible moves, should be fine. You know, this is a draw. That's a stalemate. But yeah, there's no way to win this after 50 moves, 50 move rule. It will definitely be a draw or 3-move repetition, whichever one comes first. But this is definitely a draw. I hope you guys enjoyed that daily puzzle for today. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.